Hey Braid Boss, how are you? Welcome to Braid Boss University, where we educate and elevate in the braiding industry. I'm your educator, Beauty the Braid Boss, and today we are going to educate on braiding hair, synthetic. Does it have cancer? Can we get cancer from it? What is the hoopla about? Get your pens, get your paper, because class is now in session. So as we all know that there is a thing going around that the synthetic braiding hair possibly could have cancer, and the person that reported it is basically making it seem as if that is in fact true. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely a possibility, but when something like that, when you're talking about something that has cancer in it, it has to be a published article and accredited as well. It can't just be you making a TikTok video and saying, oh, I tested this and we found cancer cells, and then on top of that, you're not posting the proof of the research that you've done. So don't take that with a grain of salt, but I'm here to educate you guys on synthetic braiding hair. So we all know that sometimes when you get braids, a lot of people, they want to blame the braider for either their scalp itching, or you may get those red little tiny bumps in the back of the nape, or mostly around the perimeter, and sometimes, through your crown or whatever. And they want to blame the braider, but it's actually the braiding hair itself. And what causes that to happen is the lye in the braiding hair, because it is colored. It's not natural. Braiding hair is synthetic. It is made of plastic fibers. So therefore, it's not going to react well with the human scalp. Also, like I said, the lye, the coloring is what causes the itching and what causes the inflammation and the bumps. And with that being said, the client could be allergic to that particular lye. So let's get into the main thing that people really get from the braiding hair. Most of the time it's itching, the scalp is irritated, you get those little bumps in the back of your neck, and most of the time it's around your perimeter, sometimes in your crown, but most of the time it's around your perimeter. And a lot of people like to blame the braider, but it's not the braider. It's actually the alkaline lye in the braiding hair itself. It's a chemical that's put in the braiding hair for the color and the coating of the actual fibers itself, because braiding hair is actual plastic fibers. It's not horse hair. It's something that's factory made, and it's covered, and that's the chemical which activates the irritation of the scalp, the itchiness, and the soreness. That just means you are allergic to the alkaline lye that the braiding hair is dipped in. Now, for my braiders, something that you can offer for your clients who may be potentially allergic to that, you can offer a ACV bath. A ACV bath is apple cider vinegar. This must be done 24 to 48 hours prior to the service being completed, or being installed. So this can't be, oh, I'm going to soak it for a few hours prior to the client coming in. It's not going to be dry. It's not going to be dry, and it has to air dry for at least 24 to 48 hours, or a full 24 to 48 hours. Okay. So this is a service that you can add on to your service list and your portfolio. To the clients, if you know that you have experienced this before, please reach out to your braider and let them know that you have experienced this and that you would like a ACV bath. Again, braiders, this is an additional service because you have to buy these ingredients and products. So of course you need to charge for this. It's not free. I mean, if you want to do it for free, that's your business. But anything that you come out of pocket for, you need to be compensated for. Okay. Now the ACV bath, it removes majority of the alkaline. It does not remove it all, because remember, this is a lye that's actually has the coloring of whatever color you have of your braided hair. It's all mixed in one. So it doesn't move it all, it just moves that major coating on the outside. Okay, so it is going to help, but please understand that it does not remove it all. It removes majority of the outer coating of it, which will help you refrain from the itchiness and, you know, the bumps and all that stuff. But if you still do the ACV bath and you still have those issues with itching, inflammation of the scalp, that means you would have to transition over to 100% human hair braids. Now, let's break this down as to why this is an alternative from using just your regular braiding hair. And a lot of people are like, well, we want to go with that because one, that's what we're used to in our culture. And then two, it's accessible and it's affordable. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? And with human hair braids, you do have, sometimes we have to pre-order. We don't keep it on hand because a lot of people don't get human hair braids because human hair braids is expensive, especially nowadays. There's so many links, there's so many textures. You can customize your human hair braids. So it's a lot more that goes into it. But I do say that human hair braids is an investment. I know with my clients, my hair lasts up to 5+ years with proper care. And that's with any texture, straight, curly, Burmese, Afro, kinky, all of it. So they can reuse their hair, which is the purpose of the human hair braids. I know people like, well, I want new hair every time I get my hair done. Well, unfortunately, that's a bullet you're going to have to bite, you know, being hair bougie with purchasing new hair every time when you really don't have to, especially if you're getting like knotless braids and stuff like that. And then let's go into the differences between the braids. Now, when you're using human hair is way thinner than the synthetic plastic hair. It's way thinner. So you have to use more hair of the human hair than you would use for the synthetic hair. So you have to purchase more bundles of hair than you normally would with the synthetic hair. So that's how it gets to be, you know, expensive. And, you know, depending on your braider, if they have a good vendor, I have a very good vendor, so I don't have to use that many bundles because my bundles are very, very thick and full. They are over 3.5 ounces. So I don't have that problem. So with my braiders, if this is something that you are wanting to offer as a service, as an alternative, or as just a luxury braiding hair service, you can, but just make sure you do your research when you're looking into raw hair vendors, okay? And the difference, and we need to know the difference between raw hair and, you know, virgin hair. Virgin hair is highly processed. Raw hair is not. Okay, raw hair has a lesser process. You have a donor. So don't get the two confused. Do your research and make sure you're offering actual human hair for the price that your customers are paying. You know, you don't want to be getting over on them and stuff like that. So just make sure you do your research about that. I'm showing you why you should transition over from human hair, synthetic hair to raw hair. Raw hair is the best hair. This is my client who's coming in for a 3-month touch-up. Look at that hair. Raw hair can be reused and lasts up to 5 years or more with proper care. Yes, it is an investment, but it's a good investment for you to be able to reuse the hair as you see fit. And as you can see, the curls are still popping. The curls are still intact. And this is our signature Burmese Bora Bora braids. You can also purchase your Bora Bora bulk hair by clicking the link in the bio. Okay, so I'm telling y'all, the benefits of switching over to human hair braids, it does have more quality and longevity. This is 3 months later. I've already taken down her perimeter. Her middle is still intact. The braids are still intact. The curls are still intact. I mean, are you looking or booking? Look at those curls. They are popping as if it was day one.
What are you waiting for? Click the link in the bio to purchase yours today. And we also have a variety of other textures that you may choose from.
Another alternative for not buying the toxic braiding hair is to buy vegan plant-based braiding hair, which is made out of banana fibers. Below I will have a e-file of different brands that you can buy that offer banana fiber braiding hair. It's 100% vegan. Like I said, it's made with banana fiber. It's not dipped in those toxic chemicals. It's very refreshing, and they have a variety of colors. Same process, just doesn't have all those chemicals, and very healthy for the hair. So I think that that's something that we should really switch over to. And I know that the moment it's sold in the stores, it's going to fly off the shelves. Unfortunately, everything is sold online. For my braiders, you can actually find a banana fiber vendor. I will also have that linked below as well. If you're wanting to supply, if you're a braider that supplies your own hair, I have a vendors list for you that you can purchase so that you can offer that option for your clients, which I really think that we all should really transition over to the banana fiber braiding hair and also human hair braiding. I think those two options would be the best, not only for us but for the clients, so the clients know that it's more healthy for the hair, and you know, just the longevity with the with it being a protective style. You know, I'm all about what's safe for the hair, what's healthy for the hair. You know, we can't do everything, you know, and we can't fix everything, but what we can do is just try to do a little better with the things that we put in our clients' hair. Now that we have those options, you know, now that we have those alternatives. So y'all, please understand that when you're looking at a package of braiding hair inside the beauty supply store, please understand that the packaging is a lie. The packaging is a lie. If it says it has no alkaline, if it said it's non-toxic, that's a lie because of how it's made, how it's processed. It's processed with toxins, with heavy chemicals, which is why when we braid, we have that film on our hands, and it makes it dry, it makes it ashy. Sometimes we even get cuts because it's so rough. Now there's different types of braiding hair. So it's like you can tell just by the way it feels that it has more chemicals than the other. Okay, and in a separate slide I'll show you guys which braiding hairs are dipped in heavy chemicals, and which just go down the line, you know, from 5 being the worst to 1 being the one with the least amount of chemicals dipped in it. Okay, so again, you guys, I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. It's very short, simple, sweet, and straight to the point. Don't take everything and run with it. Everything that you see in here on the internet is definitely not true, and make sure that when they do talk about something that they actually post receipts and it's actually publicized and verified as well. So again, don't believe everything you see. Just make sure you do your own research, and as a client, if you know that you are allergic to something, don't just continue to put the braids in your hair or go get your hair done, because 9 times out of 10 you already know that we are using what's being in the stores, you know. So make sure you either communicate to your braider that you are allergic to that alkaline and that you need an ACV bath, or alternative is using the vegan banana fiber braiding hair or human hair braids. Those are your alternatives. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you learned a lot, and don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and join the Braid Boss tribe. You will love it over here because we are educating and elevating in the braiding industry for the remainder of the year, honey. Okay, we do have braiding classes, we have hands-on virtual ebooks, everything that a braider needs, we have it. And don't forget, mark your calendars for May 10th for the second annual Braid Boss brunch. I'm telling y'all, The first one was amazing. People's lives were changed. They left with so much information from our panel. It's an event you don't want to miss. Until next time, guys. Bye.